The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Dignity Health.
April is Donate Life Month, and joining me is Angie Smith, abdominal transplant manager, to tell us about the organ donations and how important it is, especially right now. And how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you for having me.
Okay, let's talk about this month, about, of course, Donate Life. What does that mean?
Yeah, so April is Donate Life Month, and it is an opportunity for us to bring awareness to organ donation and to honor all the donors that support transplants across the country.
And right now it's very important because you're going to give us some numbers here about transplants and how, again, they're kind of numbers that are down that we need more of, right?
Correct. There's over 100,000 people on waiting lists across the country for all organs, and we have patients that die while waiting for a transplant. And so organ donation, whether it be living donation or donation at the time of death, is incredibly important to support that work.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about how people actually come from around the world to Phoenix because of the program that you have there at the St. Joseph Hospital, which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. So Norton Thoracic Institute, so since the inception of the Transplant Center back in 2007, we've done close to 1,800 transplants across lung, liver, and kidney, along with our living donation program. So all of that work is supported through organ donation.
Yeah. You did something to kick this month off, which was really amazing to see.
Yeah. So on Friday, in honor of our transplant recipients and those organ donors and their families, we were able to plant over 1,700 pinwheels in the front of our hospital in recognition and acknowledgement of that work and those donors and recipients.
This is a community, because once you donate, you become a big family, and you have support out there. And that's what you want people to understand, too, is that it's not just donating an organ. You are actually donating life, and you got the support from other people and from your program to make sure they're doing it, of course, not alone.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a huge community out there. There's a big community of living donors that have donated kidneys, part of their livers, that support each other, and the transplant programs across the country, do their best to support organ donors and their family and honor that gift.
Yeah. Okay, you've been talking about living donors.
Correct.
Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, so people that are interested in helping somebody who may need a kidney, we can take somebody's kidney while they're still alive and use that in a kidney transplant. It's incredibly helpful because the need for kidney transplant is higher than we can meet with deceased donors. And so living donors, it offers an opportunity for transplants earlier, sometimes even before they go on dialysis. So it's an incredible gift.
Yeah. And the technology and the medicine has changed so much over the years where you guys are on the cutting edge, you're on there to make sure. And that's important, isn't it, this time?
It is. It is. It's important to make sure that we're caring for our living donors, making sure we're keeping them safe through the donation process, and then also making sure that we're successful with those transplants.
Okay, donating. How can people donate?
Yeah, so a couple different ways. So if you can go to donatelife.org and you can register to become a organ donor. Anytime you access the Department of Motor Vehicles, they'll ask you. You can do it that way as well. And if you do some research out there, there's some other web pages where you can inquire about living donation.
Yeah, and you always recommend people to sit down with the family and talk about this because you're, again, going to be saving someone's life, and they need to know too about that, and that's something that you definitely, when they come to talk with you, you go through some things to make sure. Yeah,
absolutely. It's incredibly important. I think anybody who's interested in being a organ donor, via either way, it's really important just to have those discussions with your family so they can support that process as well.
Well, this is amazing, and I know it's just we're just saying for April, but donating organs all year are very important to us, and so this is the time that we bring it to the forefront.
Yeah.
Information's right there on the bottom of your screen, how you can find out more about the program and, of course, how to be an organ donor. So
thank you,
Angie, for coming in.
Yeah,
so thank you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Dignity Health.